Hello students, today I am going to take one new chapter, that is chemistry in the daily life. That means you see, in our daily life, chemistry is very useful in many ways you see. So that is, first one, chemotherapy. Chemotherapy. So this is the one aspect which is useful for our health conditions. So this chemotherapy is a method of curing the diseases by using some chemical substances. So the method of by using the chemicals, we can cure some diseases. So this process is called the chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is a method of curing the diseases by using many number of chemical substances. These chemical substances are used as in the form of drugs, you see, as in the form of what? Drugs. That means many number of chemical substances are used as drugs to cure many number of diseases. So this process is called the chemotherapy. That means different drugs are used, different chemical substances are used to cure the different diseases. So this process is or phenomena is called the chemotherapy. So what are the important types of drugs we are going to use to cure many number of diseases, you see. So first one is analgesics. So these analgesics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to relieve the pain relievers. Analgesics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to relieve the pain, you see. Pain relievers are called that is analgesics. So important that is analgesics are aspirin, paracetamol, Novalgine, etc. So these analgesics are further classified into two types. One is narcotic analgesics and non-narcotic analgesics. Narcotic analgesics are nothing but the sleep-causing drugs, you see. Sleep-inducing drugs, you see. So narcotic analgesics are nothing but the analgesics which induces unconsciousness, which induces what? Unconsciousness. So example, morphine and its derivatives. Derivatives. So that is codeine, heroin. Narcotic analgesics are nothing but the addictives, let us say. So they causes some induces some unconsciousness, let us say. Morphine and its derivatives. One is codeine and heroin, etc. So non-narcotic. So that is so these are the analgesics which does not induce us any unconsciousness, you see. So these substances are called the non-narcotic analgesics, and important analgesics are that is paracetamol, aspirin, Novalgine, analgesic, etc. So these are called analgesics. So generally, analgesics are nothing but the painkillers. They are called as painkillers or pain relieving substances, chemical substances. Narcotic analgesics, that is, it causes unconsciousness. Example, morphine and its derivatives, codeine, heroin, etc. Non-narcotic substances, non-narcotic analgesics, which does not induce us any, they reduce the pain, but does not induce us any that is unconsciousness, let us say. So therefore, these are the two types: narcotic analgesics and non-narcotic analgesics. So then, coming to the second type of that is drugs, antipyretics. So these antipyretics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to reduce the body temperature during high fever. Antipyretics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to reduce the body fever during high fever, you see, body temperature during high fever. So examples are same, you see. So that is aspirin, paracetamol, etc. So therefore, you see, aspirin, paracetamol acts both as analgesic as well as antibiotic. So therefore, in the examination, the question may be like this: name the drug which can act both as analgesics as well as antibiotic. So therefore, both analgesics and antipyretics, the drugs are aspirin and paracetamol. So that is aspirin as well as paracetamol acts both as analgesics as well as antipyretics. So therefore, this is the question asked in your examination. That is aspirin, paracetamol are the both acts as analgesics as well as antipyretics. That means you see they will reduce the pain as well as they will reduce the body temperature. That is how we can explain the analgesics as well as antipyretic. So next, coming to the another type of drugs, you see. So number 3. So that is antibiotics. You see. Antibiotics. So generally, for almost all diseases, you see, we are going to take antibiotics. You see. Generally, for almost all the diseases or anything, you see. So that is antibiotics are nothing but the chemical substances which are extracted from the microorganisms, and they are used to kill the other microorganisms which may cause us diseases. Which may cause us what? Diseases. That means you see, antibiotics are nothing but the chemical substances which are extracted, which are isolated, which are separated from microorganisms, and they are used to kill the other microorganisms which may cause us diseases. So that is how antibiotics can be explained. So these are the costliest medicines, that is the costliest medicines in the medical field are nothing but the antibiotics. We can have the antibiotic like from 1 rupee to 1,000, 20,000, etc. etc. So therefore, the costliest medicines in the medical field are antibiotics. So important antibiotics, these antibiotics are further classified into 2 types you see. So of course, example for antibiotics are that is insulin, that is tetracycline, and then your penicillin G, penicillin, that is the first one you see, penicillin G, tetracycline, and then chloramphenicol, etc. So these are the important antibiotics. So in these you see, these antibiotics, that means you see, what is the meaning of antibiotics? Antibiotics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to kill the microorganisms. How they are obtained? They are obtained or they are prepared or they are obtained by isolating separating that is extracting the microorganisms, that means the chemical substances from the microorganisms, and they are used to kill the other microorganisms which may cause us diseases. That is called the antibiotics. So these antibiotics are further classified into 2 types. One is broad spectrum. Second one is narrow spectrum. Narrow spectrum. That is broad spectrum antibiotics, narrow spectrum antibiotics. What is meant by broad spectrum antibiotics? Broad spectrum antibiotics are nothing but the antibiotics which are more effective for large number of bacteria. You see. So they are effective in killing, they are effective in preventing, they are effective in, that means destroying. So that is various types of microorganisms. Various types of microorganisms. So those are called the broad spectrum antibiotics. That means you see, antibiotics are classified into broad spectrum and the narrow spectrum. Broad spectrum antibiotics are nothing but the antibiotics which are capable of destroying, which are effective in preventing, in destroying the large microorganisms, that is number of microorganisms. So those are called the broad spectrum antibiotics. So examples are chloramphenicol, tetracycline, sulfamycin, etc. So next, narrow spectrum antibiotics. Narrow spectrum antibiotics are nothing but antibiotics which are effective in destroying only few types of microorganisms. They are used only for few types of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called the narrow, only for few. That is called the narrow spectrum antibiotics. Example is penicillin G. That is the example for narrow spectrum antibiotics. So that means you see antibiotics, broad spectrum as well as what? Narrow spectrum. And coming to the fourth one, you see. So that is fourth one is antiseptics. You see. Antiseptics. Antiseptics are nothing but chemical substances which are used to kill the microorganisms, you see, which may cause diseases. So these antiseptics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to kill the microorganisms which may cause diseases. Generally, these antiseptics are applied on the external bodies. That is applied on the wounds, abrasions, cracks, cuts, etc. etc. Those are called the antiseptics. So these antiseptics, important antiseptics are hydrogen peroxide, and then tincture of iodine, Dettol. So these substances are called the antiseptics. You see. So hydrogen peroxide, tincture of iodine, Dettol, etc. That means even that is Dettol means you see that is a dilute solution of Dettol, let us say. So that means concentrated solution of Dettol acts as insecticide. So therefore you see that is a dilute solution of Dettol. All these substances acts as that is antiseptic substances. And even boric acid, you see, we have one more substance, boric acid. So this is also that is acts as antiseptics. So totally, what are antiseptics? Antiseptics are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to kill the microorganisms which may cause diseases. These are applied on the external body. So that means they are applied on the wounds, cracks, abrasions, cuts, etc. Example is hydrogen peroxide, boric acid, tincture of iodine, Dettol, etc. So next, fifth classification. So classification of that is drugs. Fifth one is that is tranquilizers. So these tranquilizers are nothing but the chemical substances which contains trancacine. Trancacine is the chemical substance present in tranquilizers, and these tranquilizers are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to reduce the tension and anxiety. That means you see, so these are also called the sleep causing drugs. You see, they induce a sleep, and they act on the central nervous system. You see, central nervous system, and makes the man calm. And these substances are called the tranquilizers. Generally, tranquilizers are the chemical substances which induce sleep. Therefore, they are called the sleep-causing drugs, sleep-causing pills, and they reduce the tension, anxiety. So, therefore, these substances are called the tranquilizers, and they contain the substance called as the trancacine, that is the chemical substance. And of course, that is your examples are Equinol, Seconal, Veronal, etc. So these are the substances which act as tranquilizers. So therefore, today, what is meant by chemotherapy? Chemotherapy is that is a method of curing the diseases by using chemical substances. This process is called the chemotherapy. In chemotherapy, we are going to use many number of chemical substances which act as drugs, which cures the many number of diseases. You see, so important types of drugs are analgesics, antibiotics, antiseptics, tranquilizers. One by one. So analgesics are nothing but the painkillers, pain relieving drugs, pain relieving chemical substances are called the analgesics. There are two types, you see. So that is the narcotic as well as non-narcotic. So narcotic analgesics that is causes unconscious. Of course, they reduce the pain, and that is they causes unconsciousness. and those substances are nothing but morphine derivatives, or nothing but narcotic substances. You see, narcotic analgesics. And non-narcotic analgesics are nothing but the chemical substances which relieves pain, but they induces some unconsciousness. You see. So therefore, there does not induces any unconsciousness. Narcotic substances can induces that is unconsciousness. You see, that is those are morphine derivatives. Okay, even analgesics, narcotic analgesics, and that is codeine, heroin, etc. Non-narcotic are aspirin, paracetamol. That does not induces any sleep or any unconsciousness. So next, antipyretics. Antipyretics are nothing but chemical substances which are used to reduce the body fever, body temperature during high fever. Those substances are antipyretic. So again, paracetamol, aspirin, analgesic, etc. Therefore, one question is there: which drug can act both as analgesic and antipyretic? That is paracetamol, aspirin. You can try. And antibiotics, you see, antibiotics are nothing but the chemical substances which are extracted from the microorganisms and they are used to kill the other microorganisms which may cause diseases. Which may cause what? Diseases. So therefore, there are two types: broad spectrum antibiotics, narrow spectrum antibiotics. Broad spectrum antibiotics are nothing but the antibiotics which are effective in killing, in destroying various types of microbes. Let us. Okay, various types of microbes. And narrow spectrum, example for broad spectrum are chloramphenicol, tetracycline. So narrow spectrum, that is the antibiotics are nothing but the antibiotics which are capable of curing, which are effective only for a few types of microorganisms, microbes. Let us. Those are the narrow spectrum. Penicillin G example. And then antiseptics, you see. Antiseptics are nothing but chemical substances which are used to kill the microorganisms which may cause us diseases. They are applied on the external surface, that is external body, that is on the cuts, wounds. They are applied on the wounds, cuts, abrasions, etc. And they are called antiseptics. Example are hydrogen peroxide, boric acid, tincture of iodine, Dettol, etc. So next, tranquilizers are nothing but the chemical substances which are used to reduce, that means decrease, reduce the that is anxiety as well as tension. You see. So that means, you see, during restlessness, when a person is restlessness, then you are going to he has to take that is sleeping pills. You see. Therefore, you see, it gives some that is it reduces the tension, anxiety. So therefore, you see, because you see those substances will contain the substance called tranquilizing. And these examples for tranquilizers are Equinol, Seconal, Veronal, etc. So it completes that is a few topics about the chemotherapy.